They say this is a big rich town.
Welcome back to the Binge Podcast. This is part 2 of the Power episode. Still here with me, Kine. We've got Joey, Kamara, and Ben as well. So let's just pick up from where we left off. So end of season 3 is when we said that Angela went to arrest Ghost. So now opening scenes of season 4 is Ghost heading into prison. Like he's taking off his jewelry, all his clothes is getting searched. Everything's in the boxes that he found in the airport to get scanned. Like everything's just gone left, innit? So what were you like? What were you lot's thoughts on seeing Ghost actually walking into prison?
I didn't care.
Rah.
I mean, it was coming, didn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
I genuinely thought there's no way this guy's ever going to prison, or if he goes to prison, that's it. See, the show's finished.
That's what I thought. I thought once he goes to prison, the whole show's done. Like that's how. Obviously, we'll talk about it later, but that's how I thought the show would end with him going. He'll get caught up somehow, but he got caught up a bit earlier, and guess who caught him? His girlfriend Angela Valdez.
Yeah, I can't lie. I thought finally, bruv. Like it took them man a whole season 4 for Ghost to finally go to prison. Like I was waiting for it, to be honest, but he deserved it. He's been getting away with too much, man.
Honestly,
But at the end of the day, the show's called Power, so it didn't faze me that he was in prison. It's just that he's gonna be powerful in prison now. Do you get what I mean? And put it this way, he's smart, isn't he? So I mean, wherever he's gonna be, he'll be all right. So I kind of found it interesting. I was like, okay, so what are you gonna do now? So I guess we found out.
yeah. The thing is, we've all seen a lot of shows in prison where you got to go in and earn your respect. Like you can't just walk in and be the boss man. So it's interesting how the power dynamics were in the beginning initially, and then we get introduced to his best friend. Well, are they still best friends at this point? His best friend's dad in prison.
Tell
It's a
me.
love-hate relationship.
Honestly, that is the most brotherly relationship I've seen, because one minute they want to kill each other, but then they want to hug it out, then they want to do a family link up, then they want to kill each other. It's
Sounds very
mad.
familiar.
Yeah, doesn't it?
So he meets Tony Teresi in prison, who's like the head of the prison in it. Like everyone respects him. He's the guy that you go through for anything. We've also got Charlie Murphy, R.I.P. He was the guard. Yeah. If anyone remembers him from the Chappelle show, God, I can't even pronounce his name.
Listen, that was the best. Rick James, bitch.
He was in it. He was an enemy of Ghost, unfortunately. We got on the outside, Tommy's running things now, guys. Like that was a
He's finally, listen, he's been dying, yeah? He's been dying to run things. And I don't know why. I mean, I get it. Yeah, he wants to be like this big guy, big shot, all of that. But I think Loki, he knows that he can't do it. He needs Ghost.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I said that last time. Like, I think it's kind of good though, because it's like, you know what, mate? You go run the business, do your thing, and let's see what happens, eh?
Yeah,
It's literally one of
grandma.
them situations.
Yeah, because grandma always said, who don't hear shall
Shall
feel.
Mhm.
Right. So
Wise words.
I'm interested to see what happens with Tommy. But well, we know what happens with Tommy, but
Recipe for disaster, man. That's what we already know. This he's
Yeah,
hot-headed.
Let's talk about Tony Teresi.
He's a hot-headed guy, and he doesn't like people like questioning him or like having different opinions and that. He'll just get the gun out, point it at your head.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I got the impression from the get-go that he was just a bitch. I mean, let's be real. The reason why he's got respect is because he didn't snitch for so many years. But he didn't snitch because he got comfortable and he enjoyed the respect. That's literally it.
wait, who you talking about? Tony or Tommy?
Teresi. Tony Teresi.
Tony Teresi.
Tony, his dad.
Okay, Tony.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, that's it, really. Like, he weren't really like, oh, don't mess with him. He's just got connections. It's not that he's the boss man. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just got the impression he was a bitch, and I think the way he kind of handled things with Ghost was still sneaky. Like, do you know what I mean? It was all snaky in it. Do you get what I mean? So I was just like,
Hmm.
Don't know about this guy.
Yeah, he became the granddad of that prison, I think.
Yeah, like the Godfather, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. And also, I was
So-
gonna say, throughout that whole spool, when Ghost was in prison for that short amount of time, but he kind of helped him out, like with that whole situation. Because you remember there was that scene where he kills not Eddie Murphy, Charlie
Charlie.
Murphy. I
Charlie
thought that was
Murphy.
like some dream,
That's
but
what I
it was
thought.
legit real, and I was like,
It
"Rah."
was the
And then
most
obviously,
gruesome scene.
yeah, that was that was some next scene where I was just like,
I
okay.
mean, it was very similar to that scene in Game of Thrones where he just pops his head. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
everyone's just
yeah.
like,
And he doesn't
"Oh,
stop.
shit."
Yeah, like, and you're like,
Yeah.
listen, there's nothing left. You're still hitting it like there's nothing left.
You're making a hole in the floor, boy.
They're just making sure it's really dead, isn't it? You're like, oh, let's just go.
Like,
Yeah,
And he does
peak, bro.
that gorilla face at the end.
that no face.
Yeah, but it's because he's got like Ghost has just got that's the inner animal in it. Like it comes out every now and then when he needs it to. But it shows you that he's really got two sides. He's got that businessman side, but then he's got that animalistic side, bro, where he'll do what he needs to,
For
and
his
he just lets it loose. Yeah, it's a bit like what's his name, Dre, for his daughter. You know, he's a different man when it comes to his daughter.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dre anyway now, guys, Dre's running the club because obviously Ghost ain't there. Yeah, like, I don't even get why Dre, but he was a little apprentice at the time. So he's running the club. And Proctor's working, well, he wanted to be working on the case, but these stupid feds get him off the case because the guy's ex-wife is a junkie and he's going through it, trying to get the daughter and all that stuff. Like, so we meet Terry Silver.
I hate this guy, bro.
Peanut head, yeah. Oh my god. Terry Silver. He's a good lawyer, let's say that. He's a good lawyer, but then you start screwing your client's ex-wife. Like,
He can't be that good if he's screwing the wife. But I mean, he came in, he thought he was Superman, came through, thought he could, save Tasha, didn't he try and get Tasha a plea deal, so she's not involved? Did he time Tasha's the most dirtiest one out of all of them? So I don't know what he was trying to save. So, boy.
he was in love with
Mate,
it.
she was just a whore. Listen, I didn't appreciate Tasha. Okay. Like the way she was moving was just mad. She just wanted that love. She just wanted that attention, innit?
No, you know what? Tasha just needs love. All right, that's all it is. Because Ghost obviously said, "Look, Tasha, you thought that you secured the bag when you married me. You thought, I'm happy. I've got my man. But little did you know, you my side piece. So when the main comes out, it's long for you. And then ever since then, she's just been trying to get Ghost love or love from somewhere. Obviously,
Yeah.
she tried it with Sean. That didn't work out. Now she's doing it with this Terry Silver guy. But she's trying to sugarcoat it by saying, oh, I'm helping us. I've got someone there. And it's like, nah, bro. He's just doing his thing.
I kind of feel sorry for Tasha, I have to say, because I
Why?
think when she met Ghost, they were really young, and it was like, I feel like she gave up on so much, because she even said she had a dream of being a singer and all this, and she gave it all up to be in this life with Ghost. So she literally didn't live for herself. And then the time when she's enjoying that higher life, she's able to have all this material stuff and she's enjoying family life, he goes in off with someone else. So she never had the attention 100%. She was just a backup plan, basically.
Yeah, she was the backup plan because the true love wasn't there. True love got taken away, but then the true love stepped back in that club. She rolled up in that red dress, as Ben said,
That
and
lipstick.
locked eyes.
I mean, maybe she was that stepping stone because
Rah, stepping stone.
because
Do you know what it reminds me of? You know that meme for every year when you start a new year and it has that girl walking up the stairs. That's what I thought of, the stepping stone stepping into the new year.
Wow.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If he actually got with Angela in the first place and they stayed together, he would not be where he is now.
No.
Didn't she go to college and all that?
She went to college, yeah. She left
University.
the state, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, we also have Kanan, who's still in the picture. And he's there with his cousin, Jukebox. And Tariq's there like an idiot. This boy, he's oblivious to knowing that
I don't like him.
No one does. No one likes him.
He needs a good slap. He needs a good
Nah.
slap.
Don't worry,
Honestly.
he gets that. He gets that in season 6. Don't worry.
No, do you know what? If I was St. Patrick, I would have sent Tariq to Nigeria or Ghana, bro.
Yeah.
Because he is the type of child, yeah, that you go and you send him to the village
Yeah.
so that he can fetch water daily. Then he'll learn his lesson.
They took his passport with him and everything. That's what they should have done. Like, he's so annoying, but he thinks he's having the time of his life. These times, these lot are trying to get money. Like, they've held him for ransom. Ray as well, everybody's favorite dirty cop. is
Yeah.
there.
I mean, listen, this guy, I kind of find him funny because he just doesn't care. He's just doing his thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of irrelevant in a way because he doesn't have a massive part. But I mean, he's just out there trying to get his money. Like, that's it.
That's what it is.
Just with dealing with the wrong people.
That's what it is. When you're in business with Kanan, yeah, Kanan switches up the plan real fast. Like, with or without you, the plan will switch up.
Now, he is the most selfish person in the whole show.
Who? Kanan?
Yeah.
No way.
Kanan loves Tariq.
What do you mean? He does everything for himself. He kills his son. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he does everything for himself. He kills all his partners, all his business partners. Like, he's just like, no,
Yeah.
not really. Look at
Oh,
Tommy.
not his son.
Not his son, but his son killed. Well, yeah. We'll talk about it later. But, yeah.
But I think this is where we see Kanan and Tariq, though, forming that father-son bond. Like,
No. I don't know about this father-son thing. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think Tariq looks up at Kanan and just thinks, oh, you're cool. Like, you're really cool, aren't you? Like, you're that guy. Like, and then he looks at Tariq and thinks, this wet you, bruv, he'll do anything I say. Do you know what I mean? But, haha, he's kind of jokes. I'll keep him around. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And then it don't take too long for Tariq to just be like pushing his boundaries, pushing Kanan's buttons, innit? I'm pretty sure there was one time where Kanan kind of like hit him on my chatting rubbish. It was just kind of like, bro, chill out.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I don't recall. I can't remember.
I'm dreaming it because I wish I did that. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but it's true.
In real life, he can't even be in a lift with people because everyone's like, oh my God, it's Tariq. I hate you so much. Like,
Listen, he's Joffrey for power.
Yep. He's
100.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the best comparison I've heard so far. So far.
Like,
Yeah.
I think you might have that thing where like you can't take on a new character because you'll always be Tariq. Like, if I watched him in something else, I'll just be like, it's Tariq.
Yeah, it's like Tony Stark, bruv. He will always be Iron Man to me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, you can't be no one else. Like, it's just Iron Man. And when I see you in Dr. Dolittle, I'm like, oh, look, it's Iron Man. Like, that's it. But just building off what Ben said, actually, I kind of agree that Kanan is probably the most selfish now. Because when I look at his track record, right, even with the kidnapping, I'm sure it was his idea.
Yeah.
And then look what happened. He snaked Jukebox and Ray. And then made it seem like, oh yeah, me and Ghost, I know where your son is. Let's go save him. And it's like, wait, like them lot must be thinking, Kenan, we had a deal, bruv. So why are you now coming up in here trying to shoot at the place? It didn't make sense. But again, personal gain, innit?
Mm-hmm.
He's a chess player.
There's two people. No, I lied. There's three people throughout the whole show that he actually, I think, likes. And that one is Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Yep.
Two, I guess Tariq in a way. And then three is Tasha. Because in it that him and Tasha did a thing or something, you know what I mean? It's a big secret.
Is it?
Something like that. Well,
Yeah,
don't you
'cause
remember?
he always pulls those little bars to her, and he's like, me and you could have been saying.
Yeah.
She's like, shut up. We'll never be anything. I hate you.
Mm-mm.
So, that's what I'm saying. She's a whore because, like, bro, she's just doing bits with everyone.
She just needs loving. That's what
Girls
it is,
need love too.
innit?
Listen, go on Love Island then, innit? Because, listen, can I just say I loved how Jukebox died?
How did she die again?
She was shocked.
Kanan just shot her clean in the head, innit? The silly bitch, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, when I first saw her, I thought, yeah, she's cool. Okay. You know, black female cop doing her thing. She's a complete dickhead. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, what? Nah, you need to die. And then obviously when she just got betrayed by Kanan, he was just like, pow. So,
Jukebox only cared about getting the money.
exactly.
course.
That's what it was. Like, she wasn't in this little being friendly with Tariq and all this other stuff that came.
She was just like, how much?
Yeah, she was
That's all she was saying, was how much. But yeah, obviously then Ray was just like, well, damn, I need to get mine now. And stupid Raynor.
Tariq's big sister, by the way. It's like school. It's a school dance, and Ray Ray's come in because he's a police officer, so it looks like, oh yeah, police officer's here is fine. And he's looking for Tariq, and then stupid Raina in her fat face is like, oh, I know who you are, Ray Ray.
See, now I blame Tasha for this. I blame Tasha for this.
And why is it Tasha's fault again?
Bad parenting, right? Listen, every mum, right, should tell their daughter, right, if they've got a sibling who's a brother, you should say to them, listen, the guy hates it when the woman jumps in to fight your battles. Okay? Don't like it. Do you get what I mean? Because it makes them feel, you know what I mean, vulnerable and stuff. Like, at the end of the day, he will defend his own. You know what I mean? Do it in a way where they don't realize that you're doing that. So she didn't teach her that. So bad parenting, she jumped in and was like, I know who you are. Like, no street sense or nothing. Stupid girl. And then he was just like, oh, you know who I am? Okay, then die.
And then
It's unfortunate because her brother was hiding in the bushes. So
He's a prick. He's a prick.
He watched his sister die and he didn't say enough. He didn't come out, or he does something about it, but he didn't come out in that moment. He didn't defend himself. So technically,
Also bad parenting. Yeah, I mean, listen, always defend your sister, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No matter what.
even if someone's holding a gun to her chest, you come out and fight your own battle, at least.
exactly.
So
But I
yeah,
guess
I blame the parents.
Yeah, their parents are rubbish.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, so I guess after all of that situation with Ray kills Rayna, and then obviously because Tariq saw who it was, he's now out for revenge. And so now this is where he goes off and he actually kills Ray. I'm actually surprised he did it. Like,
That was a good
I was
way of
like,
doing it.
wow,
Yeah.
he's really turned into Ghost.
Because it was like, what did he do? He stole his mum's gun in it, and then everyone's running up the stairs trying to stop him from doing it.
And you hear, pow, pow, pow.
You hear the gun,
And
it's
then
the classic, you hear the gun, but you don't know who's dead.
To be honest, if he didn't do it, he would have been X'd out the show. Because first of all, yeah, you ran away from the brother. Then you're hiding in the bushes while your sister is getting killed. If you didn't avenge her death, then yeah, you might as well just write us all a letter and say, guys, I'm leaving the show. Because of the way how they did my character, I can't deal with this in real life. You know? Simple.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but he should have done it in a better way. Like, anyone kills my sister, I ain't just shooting you, bro. I'm gonna torture you, okay? I'll probably keep you alive for a minute, actually.
Wow, boy, at the age of 16.
Yeah, but it starts then, innit? It starts then.
It's a dark life being St. Patrick, you know?
It starts then.
Honestly. But this is to do with the parenting as well, because his mum swoops in, and she like washes him off and all of that, like teaches him how to get away with murder.
Yeah, and then obviously he's like, confess, son, confess. It'll be okay, I'll nice you, don't worry.
Like,
Good parenting.
I don't know. Question out to all of you out there. Which parent done the actual best parenting there? Protects their son and makes them look innocent, or confess, son, and I'll sort you out with bare peas.
Confess.
I know what the right thing to do is, but there's also
mother instincts.
Yeah, like the
Well, what would you do?
I would have done what Tasha did. Besides what we know later on in season 5 and 6, that I do not condone. I would have been Ghost in that situation. But in this situation with Ray, I would have cleaned him up, got rid of the gun, done all of that, them dealings. She's a baby boy.
Yeah, for me, because Ray...
Who's a waste man?
But because Ray killed Raina, that changes everything, innit? Yeah.
I mean, did they know that though at the time?
Yeah.
Did
I
they?
think.
I think they did.
I mean, not being funny,
I can't remember.
Ghost and Tasha could have probably killed Ray Ray in a better way, and it would all have been fine because obviously they've killed better people already. So I'll probably been a bit pissed off with Tariq. I'm like, listen, you lad. You know what I mean? I would have killed him, no problem. But you decided to do it, and now look, we're in a big mess. Thank you very much, son.
And then they get Angela involved as well because they trace the gun back to...
Yeah, that's right. Get the mistress involved.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think Ghost was the right one in that situation because, to be honest, if you let them kids, I mean, especially Tariq, if you let them kids get away with it now, you know, they're either going to hold it over your head or they're going to do something else, and they're always going to think, yeah, don't worry, man, my parents will sort it out. What? I run over a 3-year-old? Yeah, don't worry, man, my parents will sort it out. You get me? Like, it has to be a thing where it's like, look, you did this, so you need to suffer the consequences. However, Tariq's also a bit, he's a smart one. Because he could have been like, look, guys, my dad told me to confess, but let me just say to you this, yeah. I know what my dad's been doing, innit? So, if you give me a plea deal, I'll sneak up my dad. Because Tariq's smart, bruv. You never know. All of that being said, yeah, obviously, Ghost is out of prison, as you could probably tell by this time, because he was at the scene when Tariq killed Ray Ray. But that's obviously because they clock Mike is the mole. And yeah.
About Mike's sloppiness and why he got caught. Because I believe if you are in that position in this police life, yeah, you should be able to hide evidence without being caught on camera.
Yeah. Maybe that's a bit of an error in the script there, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Like, you're superior to so many important people. Like, how are you going to get caught so easily?
I would have thought you would scope the room to check if there's any hidden cameras. Like, you quickly scope the room. All right, cool, there's camera. All right, let me take the little disc, removal, edit this piece out, and then, slip the thing in.
Exactly.
Just like...
Maybe you could say he was blind to it because he was a mole. No.
Oh, I'm all blind.
I don't understand. Sorry.
I'm all blind.
Sorry, maybe it's too much of an intelligent joke. Maybe sorry.
Oh, I didn't even know they were blind.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just say that he was a dirty cop.
Okay. Moving on swiftly.
Yeah, so Mike gets caught out and sent to prison, and I think he got what he deserved because I didn't like that man.
So this is where you see Angela, her dark side, because the way she just let this brother die, like she knew he was dying. She knew.
She was smiling on her way out when she went to see him.
Spoke a bit of Spanish to him. She was like, adios, amigo. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he died, bro.
No, he deserved it. So good for him.
At the hands of Tommy's dad as well.
Yeah, man. Very
Tony
fast.
Caressi.
I don't even think he saw he killed him, He was looking out the window, I think, or something. He just slit his neck and walked out.
Cash.
I can't even remember Tony doing it. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't think he did. He had one of his mates.
Tony did it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was actually Tony that did it.
It was one of the goons.
Yeah.
Came and did it real quick and went. But he deserved it, so I do not miss him when it comes to Mike.
No, I think is another character is irrelevant. I mean, now listen, season 5. This is, by the way. So, I mean, I can't blame this guy. He is in a state. He's emotional. Yeah, you know I mean, his daughter's died. His love life is just peak. Do you know what I mean? Dre's annoying him. He just wants to slap the youth. Do you know what I mean? His son's a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Like his boys are all like sticking it on him. He's emotional. I don't blame him. He's been in prison. Like he killed he smashed this guy's head and turned it into flipping Kool-Aid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't blame him. But the problem with this guy, I'm not being funny. You don't go and stab some random guy in the street. When they started going to that AA meeting or whatever it is, and they was like telling about some family was telling them about their son dying or something. So he's like, you know what? He's a bad guy. Let me get my anger out and just stab him to death in the street.
Yeah, it turns into a vigilante.
Idiot.
well, like Batman or something.
Yeah, getting revenge.
Oh yeah, he's disguised as a hood. Do you know what I mean? He just puts his hood up all the time. Do you get what I mean? Every time he wants to do something sneaky, he puts his hood up. Oh, where's St. Patrick gone? Dickhead.
He just wants to get that anger out of him. Like, I understand the thought behind it. It's not right. But like, when we see him, this guy is hallucinating, he's drinking all the time, he's crying in the shower, like, it's hard for him. So I think
Sounds like a Drake video.
Cheers.
he wanted to physically get that anger out.
Which one of y'all?
So then that's why we see him like this. And I think, I don't know, who's grieving is more like, who can you be more compassionate with in terms of it? Because Tasha's like getting on with it, I think, as well.
I mean, I even though I don't like her, I think she kind of dealt with it in the way that seems the most sense. Like, she kind of was trying to be strong. She's obviously got other kids, and like she's at that. Do you know what I mean? She's trying to be strong, but she was grieving at the same time. But all she wanted was Ghost to be there as a husband and support her and as a father. But he was just like, no, don't talk to me. No, like this is your fault. Like, bro, you're wet, man.
I think it was just guilt eating him up at the end of the day.
Guilt for what? But for like being in this kind of less lifestyle.
He thought he should have been protecting Raina.
How? What could he do in that situation?
Lord knows.
Couldn't have. He could have
Not been drug game.
dealt with Tariq. I mean, let's face it. This is all Tariq's fault.
Pretty much.
It is.
And I was actually
man.
going to say that in the midst of all of this happening, obviously they've just had one of their children die, but at the same time they're trying to cover their other kids, the fact that they've just killed someone as well. So they're like dealing with two things at the same time. So I think Tasha's in that mode of, yes, I'm grieving because my daughter's dead, but at the same time now I need to cover up my son's tracks, which then I think, as Kine stated earlier, or Ben stated earlier, that she then starts working with Angela to kind of get the cover up the tracks of what everything that's happening. So I think she's on a mission at this point to save her kid that is still alive, but grieving about the one that is passed. So it's a bit of a.
So yeah, can you imagine this guy being a bit emotional as it is? Now you've got your side piece dealing with your real piece. It's just like they're working together. You're like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? You know, that cartoon, they go blah, 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 and they like shake their head and thinking, this is stress. Like, I could just see this. This is not going to end well.
I think the problem isn't even Tasha looking after her son. The problem is Tasha dragging everybody else into Tariq's mess. That's what really got me. Because she's asking her best friend to be making up making up excuses as well. Like, it's just such a mess.
Lakeisha.
Yeah, you know Lakeisha. Trying to be about their life.
Sexy girl.
Rah, is it?
And I guess in the midst of all of this, like, just slowly like moving us on, but also in the midst of this, we've got Councilman Tate, doing the madness. He puts Dre as the face for what's it called? Let me not get it wrong.
Queen's Child Project.
The Queen's Child Project. So he does that in the midst. Isn't that supposed to be Ghost's big thing that he's been working on for 2 seasons now?
Dedicating it to Raina.
No, the whole thing frustrates me, man. It's dumb. Like in terms of like the actual show, did it play that much of a part in the whole story? I'm gonna say no. No, it didn't. Do you get what I mean? It was just another stupid thing on the side that was completely irrelevant if you think about it. Do you get what I mean? Like, you think the Queen's Child Project, as the seasons went on, it just died off.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, in the end, it then became the competition of the power in terms of the state. The Queen's Child Project, it's just a warm up, was it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I said before, like, I think, what's his name? Tate. Oh yeah, let me think of a good idea to try and get myself in power. Let me get all the thugs and gangs and the dealers to run projects for me. Idiot.
Yeah, but it was meant to be like a giving back to your community kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
There's always a side, something behind it though, isn't there?
Obviously.
This is all for charity. No, it's not. It's for you.
That's politicians for you though.
Oh, any politicians out there listening?
We know what you're doing.
We know the game. Like, we know politicians try to reach out to the people that they want to vote for them. Yeah, look at what I'm doing. This is for you. This is what I'm going to be doing. He ain't going to do none of that. Tate was never going to do anything for anyone except
Nope.
stealing people's wives, taking money, living life. Like, that's all it
I
was.
can't lie, that was really funny though. When he was
Smashing.
chopping. He was chopping and smashing and bopping that woman.
Yeah.
And when they get caught by her husband, he's just like, yeah, what?
He's not apologetic in any way.
No. He's actually a dickhead as well. Like, he's selfish. Joel, he's probably the third selfish. No, for real. For real. I think about it when what was it? I'm completely jumping to season 6 here, but who cares? He shoots someone. No, someone got shot or something. And he kind of like took the kind of like, oh yeah, I was the hero in all this, when he really wasn't. Because someone just assumed that he was the hero or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Because he's got connections in both worlds, in the streets and in government, innit?
Yeah, where he wants to be.
You got to play dirty to win in that game, it seems.
Exactly. And he was definitely playing dirty in that game. And
So-
I don't know if he won, but he was playing dirty.
So yeah, so after that, then that's basically wrapping up, innit? Because then Tommy's
No,
still in the
bro.
drug game.
You're missing something big. Kanan!
Oh yeah, oh my god.
So, Kanan Tariq, boy. So, let me get this straight. Actually, you guys remind me. So, Tariq. So, okay, first of all, Tariq, as we all know, is a prick. And he is probably the one guy in the whole show that everyone just wants to die. Everyone just wants to get slapped up. But this is the point where we kind of see him probably be the smartest he's ever been in the whole show. How he does over Kanan, finally. Do you get what I mean? Does him at his own game. Or you could say he does a Ghost 2.0 and betrays him to the feds.
Like father,
Sets him up. Sets him up. And it's, well, I guess it's smart because it's one way to clear up your mess with killing Ray and you name it and blah, blah, blah. Because, did he plant the gun in the car or something, innit?
Yep, him and Kanan were driving, and then he planted his mum's gun that he used to call Ray in the car, and then he broke the tail light. So then the police were going to pull them over. But Tariq's so good at acting like he don't know what's going on. He's so good at acting like he ain't done nothing. He's just...
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of game he has next, because throughout the whole flipping show, he plays the game of, I'm an innocent little boy and I don't know what I'm doing. But like, nah, you're growing up. You're getting tall as well, brother. Everyone can see your little bum fluff on your chin and your moustache, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't be acting like that no more. So he sets up Kanan, and the way Kanan looks at him is going to say, you little bitch. Like,
But this is what I mean. You got to be a special kind of dickhead to do what Tariq did. Like, let's not sugarcoat Kanan. It's like, I can't remember who said it out of you two, Kine or Ben. It's like Kanan was kind of like fulfilling that father figure, because we all know Tariq hates Ghost. Yeah. So he looked at Kanan and it was like, yeah, like, you know, I kind of want to grow up to be like you. But then you're betraying, man. You sell him out to the feds. And you know Kanan's a real G. Yeah. He's not going back in jail. So you got to be a real special kind of dickhead to set someone like that up. Like, it don't make sense.
He literally risked his life because Kanan knew it was him. So it's not even like you're not there, so you're not in danger. You're in the car with him, like. Yeah,
like you got some. For a little kid, he's got some big balls, because flipping the way this guy snitched on Kanan in the car with him. You see his face? He was shook. Like, he was shook. He was like, I'm going to die. Like, but Kanan, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. That's probably one of my favorite scenes throughout the whole thing. The way this guy just thought, nah, bro, I ain't going out quick, boy. And he just started popping all of the police. I think this guy is like Terminator. He ain't dying. He's just taking bullets. You know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, oh, shit.
They lit him up so much, like, and he kept shooting back. I think that's what was so funny. Like, where were you gonna go? Where were you gonna run to? He was just like,
nowhere.
This is what I don't get about bloody films and stuff. his shooting was on point. Like he took one shot, bang, in the head, dead. Do you get what I mean? They did like 50 shots and managed to get his shoulder. It's like, really? You're police. He's just some random guy on the streets, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
but-
this is Kanan, bro. But yeah, he was definitely moving like Queen Latifah and set it off because that's the vibe that I got where he was just getting shot up. But you have to think, yeah. Imagine if he got away in the car. Like, imagine if it didn't go how it was planned and then he ended up speeding off. Tariq would have been finished, you know.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would have.
I don't think he would have killed him straight away.
Nah.
I think he would have fucked him up. I reckon he would have. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd have been like, you know that 50 Cent laugh he does, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
The one where he doesn't move his teeth.
yeah.
Yeah, it would have been interesting, but this is where you know he's Tasha's son. He's Ghost's son. Like,
Oh, it was literally, 50 Cent was literally doing click, clack, pow, officer down.
Wow. Definitely included that.
So, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, okay, innit? Like, this is Tariq, this is Ghost's son, innit, Tariq, because from early, he's like, he's knowing what he's doing, how to hustle, like, he's knowing how to get away with things, he's knowing how to deal with things, learning quick. But yeah, Kanan died, obviously.
I really thought Kanan was alive.
I did too.
I thought he survived
Yeah.
the fire.
Mhm.
He can survive this, but no, they really killed him off.
Yeah.
Because he only died with his eyes open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the guy just thought, he looked at his stomach, he's like, oh man, I'm bleeding. And then just like drops his head on the steering wheel and then just stares. And you're like, is he alive? Oh, but then when they lift the sheet off his dead body in the morgue or whatever, they're like, yeah, he's dead.
And Ghost and Tom really went to confirm.
Yeah, they were like, oh, he's dead. Okay, yeah.
There goes that issue.
See, now, when he died, yeah, I can't lie, I was a little bit sad because for me, he's like key to the whole thing because he essentially is the backstory. But he's not the only one that died. Someone else, and I was really, 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 really shocked. Yeah, someone else died in this season as well. A key person.
Skeleton.
Who can get it?
It's wild because you know when you spend all 5 seasons like, no, you need to die. Like, you need to die. Like, you need to be gone. And then they die. You're like, oh, they did that. Like, they really did.
It's like, come back.
Yeah.
Why are you dead for?
And they're
I
like,
thought it wasn't real, to be honest. I thought it was a joke.
I thought that was it.
I
I thought Power was finished after that.
thought it was like a dream. He was sleeping.
I mean, it was a little bit emotional. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit emotional because it was kind of like bare times that her and Ghost got back together and broke up, back together and broke up. This seemed like this was it. Bonnie and Clyde. They know, everyone knows the deal now. She ain't getting her job back for shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're criminals. They're in love. Great. They're back. They're together. How sweet. And then, nope. She dies.
Oh, because I was going to say, yeah, because, I mean, by this time, obviously, Blanca Rodriguez, Internal Affairs, she's already come in to investigate Angela and the way how she's conducted the whole, like, Tariq investigation and her link to Ghost and all of that. And then, obviously, Ghost has also broke up with Tasha. So, I guess for both of them, their paths are, like, aligning. Because it's like, look, I'm forced into, you know, this life now. So it's me and you versus the world. And then boom, bang, bing, bang, bing, billy, ding, 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 ding. You know?
I didn't believe she was going to die.
I mean, either.
I didn't believe. I was like, no way. Because she didn't actually die there and then. So it was like, she's going to survive. She's got to survive. But
And you know what makes it harder? When you see who killed you. Like, you just see who done it. And
she saved his life. She saved Ghost's life.
yeah, and I think it was tick for tat, to be honest, because you made me kill my dad. I'm going to kill... Well, let's just say he wasn't intentionally going there to kill Angela anyway. It was meant to be Ghost, but, you know, destiny.
But, yeah, he was kind of like, you know what? That would do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like, I want to hurt this bastard. So I've just killed that one thing he cares about. And I think, yeah, all right, cool. I can be with that. But literally, she was his angel, innit? Do you know what I mean? She was his angel.
The apple of his eye.
Girl, you're my angel. No, remember that? Shaggy.
Oh, the
Of
way you
course.
sang it sounded bare passionate. Do you
Oh,
mean,
sorry.
girl, you're my angel?
Yeah. That sounds a lot better.
Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, man, when she died, it was just a win for Tommy. I think everyone can agree on that. Like, finally, the one thing that Ghost loved the most in the world, even though he lost his daughter,
But I mean,
was
let's be real. Tommy, if he was smart, he would have thought, shit. Because now, Ghost is the smart one. Ghost is the guy that gets away with shit. Ghost is the guy that gets stuff done. Tommy's the fuck up. So, Ghost is gonna kill him. Ghost is going after him, boy. So, if I was Tommy, I'd be like, oh, flipping hell, man.
Yeah, but my question to you guys is, what would have been better? Because obviously you see Tommy aiming, and then obviously after he takes a shot, is he going for Ghost, or was it intentionally Angela? Because after you see the shot hit Angela, Tommy gives you a little smirk and he looks at Ghost as if to say, yeah, bruv, I did that. And then he walks away. Like, was it intentional?
nah.
Or was he meant to go for Ghost?
Tommy's
I
not
think
that
he was
calculated. Tommy is not that calculated.
Don't forget, she weren't in the shot. She weren't in the thing. She saw it from where she was. That's why she then jumped in the way of the bullet. Do you get what I'm saying? He was going for Ghost.
I think when he hit Angela and he realized it hit her, he was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
must
Yeah,
be
yeah.
one now." And then now you can
He
feel
was
the
like-
thing that I feel, kind of thing.
The way my guy smiled as well. What a prick.
I love.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she masked him bare times, bro.
Yeah, but it's all because of Ghost. I'm Team Tommy in that situation.
It'd been perfect if Ghost turned around and went, "You motherfucker."
Can you imagine? So, with that being the end of season 5, and I think that was a very satisfying ending of season 5.
So obviously, we got the final season now, season 6. Now Angela's dead. Well, we don't know that until later on in the season, but Angela gets shot by Tommy, and at this point you could see the rage in Ghost's eyes. So it opens up the season with Ghost shooting up Tommy's Mustang and thinking that he's killed him. Do you not remember that scene?
Yeah, man, it was a lot of gunshots. Like a lot of. It was that rage, like
Chill. Everybody gonna die.
all that rage that was like, and then like I was like, oh no, Tommy can't be gone.
I mean, it would have been a proper dead way for Tommy to go. I felt like it was too obvious that it wasn't Tommy, because for big characters to just go out like that, do you know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense. But you could see that Ghost was bare emotional though.
True, but I mean, didn't they? Because Tommy was in the car, innit? And the way how they filmed it was like Tommy was in the car, and then next thing you know, you just see the car pulling up and pat, 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 pat. So for me, I was kind of like, nah. I
Yeah,
thought, okay,
exactly. Yeah,
It was-
definitely. It's one of those ones, isn't it, where you're like, really? No, like kind of.
Yeah. I thought maybe he shot him up, but maybe he's gonna survive because there's, like you said, there's no way they could take Tommy out like that. But I was clearly thought he killed him.
There was blood, so it was convincing for him to think that he was dead.
Yeah, but how was it though when he realized Tommy wasn't dead?
So good. I think he was relieved, to be honest, because it was like in that moment when he showed him, it was like, oh my god, I actually really killed him. Like, this is it.
Yeah. But who didn't laugh though? Like,
I was happy. I was like, I can't wait to see what Ghost's face is gonna be like. He failed again to kill someone again.
because Tommy was like, what? He just gave him that smirk as if to say, "Yeah, I'm still alive, motherfucker." Yeah, but then Tasha was like, yeah, I knew the whole time. It's just like, bro, why are you being annoying? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you being that one person who's just like irritating everyone? Innit? Just shut up, man.
That's Tasha for
No,
you, boy.
you know what made it really, really worse? The fact that it was when it was Angela's funeral. So obviously, where Ghost has already thought, bruv, all right, I killed Tommy. And you clearly can see he's regretting his decision ever since he's done it. and then man just rocks up at Angela's funeral and it's like, bro, how dare? Because I think he was caught between the two of how dare you? Like you killed her, but you're rocking up to her funeral as well. Like, but then at the same time, he was like, oh, thank God you're alive still. But still, what you doing here, bro? And then, like you said, Tasha, that pagan, knew all along, bro.
I think from then on though, like that's when Tommy was like, "You're trying to kill me." He's like, even though he knows what he did, he's still like, "You're coming at me, bro." So I think he kind of lost his head a little bit after that. He kind of went on a bit of a mad one because one of my favorite characters had a little bad ending, didn't he?
R.I.P. innit? I think he was a lot of people's favorite character. Not okay, favorite's a bit of a strong word, but I think a lot of people really liked him because a lot of people were really disappointed. First of all, in him dying, and secondly, how final it was when he died. Like there was,
bro, this guy was fighting for his life, boy. He was like running around this whole. He's got a bloody machine gun. Like Tommy had a Tommy gun, and he was just going, and he was just going like shooting up the place. And my guy in there was just like, you know what? I got nowhere left to hide, bro. He's like, listen, he just jumps out and he's Tommy don't care, man. He just killed him, bro. I was like, flipping. But like, that's what I'm saying. Tommy's that reckless guy. He's emotional. He didn't need to kill him. He's just jumping to things. Like, I can understand why he did it in a way because he was kind of like, you know what, bro? You're like a potential problem at the same time as well. So it's like, you need to go. And I feel like you are a problem right now, so I don't really care about you, innit? The only one who did it was Ghost. But, you know, there wasn't just Tommy who was the bad guy in this situation.
No.
It was that little dickhead, Tariq.
Like,
That's not even
the thing is, yeah, Tariq was like, no questions, like, say no more. When he was like, leave that back door open, he was just like, say no more. And then, like, just went with Proctor's daughter, which is just Tariq behavior. Can't even.
Want to get some ice cream? Oh, all right then. I'm your best friend. Shut up, you prick.
Well, he knew that it was bad anyway, so that's why he took Proctor's daughter anyway. But I think the whole scene, the whole shooting up the place, like Proctor actually helped him out in so many different scenarios, and we've mostly spoken about it in previous seasons. And he just goes and kills him. I know that he had some dirt on Tommy. I know that, but he could have done him a bit more respectfully, you know, just shut him up, and then had little Tariq to help him.
Yeah, but it was all like a domino effect in it because it all started off when Proctor's ex-wife died, and then stupid Sax. That's someone that we all hate.
I don't like him.
He like went behind the law, placed a bug on Proctor's daughter, and then recorded the whole death of Proctor letting his ex-wife die, which was for the greater good. Let's be honest, like she had to die because she wasn't a good mom. Like she had to go. So then he was being blackmailed as well. So to be honest, I feel like he might have snaked Tommy though, because he had the recording that he said he got rid of.
I'm not trying to get like, I don't know how the law works yet, but Sax is here, planted a bug, not lawfully. So either way, if he wanted to, he can't use it against him anyway. So, and Proctor is a lawyer, so he should know that he was never going to be able to use that against him because he put that there without anyone knowing. So I would have been like, all right, okay, you better go to hell, and no one's going to know. But yeah, I think Sax was just in a good position at a good time, and he, at this point, he's lost his job, no? So
Sax got the sex.
Wow.
It's that joke's terrible.
You know what? You know when Proctor's wife died, yeah, or his ex, or his baby mum, or whatever would you want to call her, the crackhead. I mean, it kind of reminded me of one of those situations where, you know, the ones where you're sitting on the sofa and someone goes to you, "Oh, pass me the remote," and you're like exaggerating, reaching it. You're like, "Oh, all right, all right," and they're like, just get it. You're like, I will. Oh, hold it. But then it's too late by then, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like just that kind of situation where it's just like he knew what he was doing, but was it the right thing to do?
Yes.
Yeah, but let's not forget, didn't he give her the drugs, or he put it in a place where he
baited it. He baited it for her.
Yeah. So it's like he knew what he like. Come on, he's a smart guy. Like Proctor is not dumb, so he knew what he was doing. And then with the whole him taking his time to call the police, legit, if he wasn't getting recorded, he would have got away with it 100%.
Yeah, but you could say that he was given a tough love because do you know what I mean? It's like if it's like your friends on it's like your friends on a diet or something. You know what I mean? And they're like gassing and saying, "Listen, bro, I'm smashing this diet. I'm good. Trust me, trust me." You're like, okay, here's a bucket of chicken in front of you, bro. I'm gonna. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't eat it. But you know it's there, fam. And then if they jump into that bucket of chicken and they're weak, so you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he thought she was going to die of an overdose though when he gave it to her. He just wanted her to relapse so that he could get custody of his daughter. Because he was willing to help her, but then he thought quickly like, oh wait, but if she dies, then we don't have to be going to court and I can get my daughter.
Let's be honest, drugs aside though, she was still acting like a top bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? She was still acting up. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was like she was causing problems no matter what she did. Do you get what I'm saying? So forget it, man. She's dead. No one cares.
I was going to say, we're talking about tough love, but there's a lot of people that needed to get some tough love this season. And I can say to them, yes, Tariq.
Well, I mean, you know, Tommy does hang him over a building, so.
Which he deserved.
Yeah, the big time.
He had the gun put to his head.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had some tough love. He got beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got beaten up by the Italians.
I'm telling you, like that for me is parenting 101. All parents listening, if you've got a child, I challenge you. Wake them up with a knife to their throat and be like, yeah, wake up, motherfucker. And see how they react. I guarantee you, after that, they will respect you.
But they welcome Tariq though. Like he lost even more respect for his dad, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tariq's a special case.
Yeah.
You know, he's. I feel like he deserved to be woken up with a cold metal on his face. If I was Ghost, I would have shot at the pillow. You know,
Wow.
quick warning shot to let him know. Yeah.
Death. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Imagine the warning shot didn't really. It became something else.
Hey, this is Ghost who rolls out with a gilet and a hoodie. He knows what he's done. You know.
Do you know what you could say? Tommy and Tariq are slightly similar in terms of they're like brats. Because like the amount of times Proctor niced him. Imagine Tommy killed someone in front of him in his kitchen. He's like, yeah, you deal with it. You clean up the mess. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you're taking it for granted, boy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Same as Tariq. The amount of times like he like buoyed off Tommy and Tommy is supposed to be that one guy that allowed him for everything. And Tommy was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, do you know what I'm saying? So in the end, Tommy was just like, no, you're a dickhead. Like, you're an actual, like, same as that Proctor to Tommy was like, you're a dickhead. What are you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? So like, but obviously, yeah, you saying that Tariq got beat up several times, but one time he got beat up by Italians, isn't it? Because it's like, why was you then the one person, as I said, Tommy, who was like always your boy and always sorted you out, stab him in the back by trying to set him up to get a payout with the Italians and put your dad in it too? Like, you're not even thinking about anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you're trying to rob his drugs. You're dumb. You're actually dumb.
Do you know what? Maybe, yeah. It's because when his parents were... This is so dumb, but I'm going to say it. When his parents were together, yeah, he was accustomed to a certain lifestyle, innit? And then his dad cuts off his mum and they have to move into this little apartment. So he's thinking, I got to make ends meet. We can't be living like this. So that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, but he was acting up before that, man. Like, listen, right? The reason why he started acting like a prick was because he's a spoiled little brat and he's a bitch boy. And the reason he wanted to know what his dad was about. That's it. He just wanted to know who's Ghost. I want to know about your past life. Like he just wanted to know. He's been nosy. And his dad kept turning around to him every time. I was just like, you don't need to know that, son. Just know that you're having a good life now, son. Go to school, son. Do you get what I mean? And he's like, no, I want to know. And that's when he started rebelling. And you're like, bro, you're an actual idiot. You're an actual idiot. Do you get what I'm saying?
He's just a naughty kid.
From Dre, Kanan. Like he learned a lot from the people around his dad, especially Tommy as well. And then obviously you got, worst parent of 2000 whatever year it was, Tasha, actually teaching the child how to sell drugs. Because it's like, oh, if you're going to do it, at least do it the right way.
Yeah.
What? How about
But
you
he,
say, oh, you don't need to sell drugs because guess what? If you do well in school or if you do well in uni, you can get this. But man's teaching you how to sell drugs.
but he comes across as one of those people that, one of those kids that looks up at, the people that works for his dad, and that they're just like, oh, you guys are cool. Like, you guys are just cool, man. It's like, you're a fool, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I see. Like, remember he was boys with Sean? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, because Sean was this older, youngish guy wearing suits all the time, and he just looked at him and thought he was cool. Knows that there's a little bit dodgy in the background. You know what I mean? And that's it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I just, with Tariq, yeah, there's just some kids, when they have it all, they still want more. Like, he was getting school pay, private school pay for, he had accommodation, like, life was good, and then he just wants to be from the street, and that's not what well, yeah, actually, he's kind of good at it, though. He's,
He
No,
wants
I
to-
wouldn't say so.
it was running well in school when he was selling, had that girl included.
Yeah, but that's school. Like, no offense, but to anyone, but like that's easy, innit? Do you know what I mean? Bro, I used to shop blimmin' lollipops and Fantas. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not hard. Do you know what I mean? I didn't get caught. What's the difference with a bit of cocaine?
Are you comparing juice to drugs?
Yeah, might as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I would have got detention either way.
Detention? I feel like it will go a bit further than detention.
if you were
Maybe
selling
detention center, but
Yeah, you know, innit?
Imagine Ben. Oh dear. Anyways, I was going to speak on Tasha. So obviously we've mentioned she's not the best parent, and she's there teaching Tariq how to do the game, how to be in the drug game. But I feel like although she was managing, let's say she was managing Tariq and his expectations of how to run the game, she's also doing her own thing on the side. So in this season, I'm guessing she also launches her nursery because obviously at this point, Ghost has cut all the funds. So she's living in that 2-bed apartment now, and she got to get that money. So yeah,
I mean, bro, there's ways of getting money, you know. So she was like, oh, the only thing I know is drugs. I want to be in the game. Bro, sell your like £200 jackets and stuff that you've got. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do what the like normal people do. You do you get what I'm saying? Gumtree's real, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, flipping hell.
yeah, but when she opened the nursery, the intention wasn't to be getting drugs through it, was it?
No, but she had no money in it, so something come up and saying
Yeah.
that she had to pay for.
Some guy from the street was like, "This is my street. You got to pay me to be doing business here." Blah 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 blah. So she kind of just got caught up in it. Like, she just attracts that kind of trouble in it. So she had to be running money through it, and that's what she knows best. Not like she has any other work experience. So yeah,
Yeah, you have to pay that street tax. That's how it all started. Because obviously, yeah, my man was like, "Fam, look, I will shut down your nursery, and it won't be pretty in it. So it's either you pay the tax or that's it." So then obviously she knew she didn't have peas. So then she was like, "Look, I can run drugs for you in it." And it's like, but why though? I don't understand. Like your husband, because they weren't divorced by this time. So it's like your husband is possibly the number one drug seller in that state. And it's like, but you're now going to go and sell drugs for someone who is probably getting his supply from your husband.
yeah.
Make
Yeah.
any sense, bro?
it's
No.
true.
Like,
Don't forget though, originally she never wanted to leave the game.
that's what I was gonna say. She's addicted to this drug game. Like, she can't let go of it. Because all the times that Ghost wanted to leave, she was like, "Why are you leaving for? We're at the top of the game. We don't need to go." Sis, like, just leave while it's good. Leave while you're at the top. But
Yeah, but she got too used to that sweet life. Do you know what I'm saying?
just like her son. That's what I'm
She
saying.
should have chose Canaan then. She should have.
She should have married Kate.
That's it, bro. Let Ghost be with Angie and she choose Canaan because I can tell you now, Canaan would have been all up in that drug game.
I think that Kanan would have killed her if they were married, to be honest. Can't even lie. She would have been dead. Because she...
Yeah, Charles, because she would have cheated or something, and then Kanan would just killed her so bad. It was, you know what I mean? Like,
And I think Tasha's the worst kind of person because just like Ghost, yeah, she just uses people. Because when Lakeisha was there for her, running that drug money through the salon and all this, she was all happy. But then now that Lakeisha's doing her own thing and she's like in her position, she's like, "Oh, you think that you can do this? This is not for you. Mind your business." Like,
nah, she treated Lakeisha terribly. Actually, just think about it. Like, Lakeisha was a bit wet, but she was also her best friend at the end of the day, and all Lakeisha wanted to do was live a simple life with her son.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously,
money.
because she was boys with Tasha, that she obviously was gonna be a friend to her. But yet again, people just took the piss out of people. Tasha constantly didn't even think of her at all and just took the piss out of her. Do you know what I'm saying? So in the end, you can understand why Lakeisha was turning a bit crazy, innit?
I don't blame her. Like, they got Lakeisha has a son to think about, like you said, so they just always put her at risk and in trouble. And enough is enough. And somehow she fell in love with Tommy. I don't even remember that happening, but yeah, she fell in love with Tommy. And they were so close to leaving. I think Tommy was actually gonna go live a good life with her as well.
I don't think.
Yeah, he was, but I mean, he still was doing his drug thing, innit?
He was just trying to round up some savings.
I really don't think he would have left with Lakeisha. Like, I think he would have lowered down, maybe got like a Dre that would do the day to day, and then he would be like the big pimpin' up in the streets, up in his big house. But I don't feel like he would have left the game. But I feel like you never know. You never know. But I guess that dream got done because
Yeah, but she turned around to him, innit? She turned around to him and was like, "I'll be that woman for you." Do you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I felt like herself and Tommy looked at Tasha and Ghost and was like, "Let's be them."
Yeah. They wanted to be Bonnie and Clyde.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Tommy constantly was like, "I can do it, I can do it, I can do it." And it's like, no, you can't. But fine, learn the hard way. And then she kind of did the same thing with Tasha, innit? She was like, "What do you mean? I can do it, I can do it." Okay, you learn the hard way. And I think they end up learning the hard way because
Lakeisha definitely did.
She died.
That lesson was learned. She finished that course. Like, it's just crazy though, because if it wasn't for Blanca, like, being down her neck, like, Blanca loves to be getting people in protection when they're not even protected. Like, this is what happened to Dre. You ain't protected by no one. Like, there's only so much protection they can give you. So when Blanca was like breathing down her neck, she just had to give in.
Yeah, because the way how they done it was a bit mad. Because like, obviously she's just driving, innit? Then all of them man pull up on her. She's got her son cash in the back, and they're just like, "Yeah, boom, we're taking the son."
Yeah, what would you do?
What? Bruv, I'm putting my foot on the gas, bruv.
Really?
that's how you know that she wasn't streetwise as well, because like an idiot, she came out of the car and took the bait. I would have been like, sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, or I just would have just carried on driving, gone around the car like you said. But I feel like she took the bait, and this is where, you know, her life ended very shortly afterwards.
See, I didn't think Tasha had it in her, to be honest, because fair enough, yeah, they were fighting and all that jazz, and yeah, no, they're homies. They're a bit like Tommy and Ghost,
Yeah.
if you want to compare. So I really didn't think Tasha would do it. And then even when she was like, "No, but Tasha, like, I got cash in that, you know, my son," bruv, I thought Tasha would have had a heart, bruv. But which, in fact, I know she don't care about kids because she's telling him to stop drugs, you know. and we ain't seen her other little daughter since.
Fam, she's got a baby as well, bro. Like, where everyone forgets about. Man, forget her. She was a pointless character as well. But
I
like,
think she to the trap, to be honest. Yeah, I think she brought the baby to the trap. You know,
It's just, I don't know, for Tasha, because she acts like everything's for her son, but she just makes the wrong decisions. And it's true, like, I thought she would have sympathy for Lakeisha when she's like, think about cash. She did not think about cash. And then...
but hold on, can you blame Ghost for kind of manhandling her a little bit? Like,
I do.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the way he pushed her head, I thought was quite funny. Because it was kind of like, he was like patronizing her and like putting her in her place as to say, stop being a little prick. Do you know what I mean? Stop being a little bitch. Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Do you know what I mean? Just shut up, man. Like, what are you doing?
Stay in your lane. Don't try step to me.
And then Tariq's like, "You touched my mum." And he's like, "Oh, shut up, man."
That's a normal child behavior, though. Like,
should have pushed her, bro. Like, you know the ones where you push someone by their head because they're smaller than you. You just push them, and that's what God should have done to Tariq. But when he done that to Tasha, fam, because for me the two things, yeah. So obviously he pushed the wig back, so that was a bit mad, yeah. Because I don't know how everyone clocked onto that. I only clocked it on social media. But the second thing is, man, put gun fingers to your head. Don't overstep your mark here.
Nope.
You know who I am.
Exactly.
You know what I will do to you.
Exactly. No, she didn't learn. Tasha in it.
Yeah.
Well, she
But I
gets
don't
it.
think it's fair that she got away with killing Lakeisha.
Not at all. Not at all. And the thing is as well, even because obviously Tommy clocks. Oh, that scene hurt a bit because Tommy obviously went to buy the ring,
My
and
God,
then he's
the
coming,
son.
and then obviously man bowls in and just sees her there, like dead on the floor of this brand new beautiful house in the hills, and it's like, damn, Tommy, you was this close,
Yep.
fam, this close. But then obviously he thinks it's Ghost in it, but when he clocks it's Tasha.
I think it hit differently.
I honestly thought that Tommy was gonna kill Tasha.
Yeah,
Because
I thought Tasha was gonna die.
yeah, because what, bruv, he had her on her knees. He had the gun on her face.
Yep, turn her
And
back
he
to
was
him.
like, just look after the kids. Look after
Same thing
Tommy.
that Lakeisha said, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, she survived to see another day, and Lakeisha didn't. That's basically difference.
Yeah, she got lucky, bruv.
She did.
She
And
got lucky.
I think like it was just sloppy behavior. She I don't know how her earring got left at the crime scene, but it was very sloppy. And wait, how did he see the other earring in her house or something?
I think
I feel like
The
it was
Fed-
something like that.
The feds gave him back
Yeah.
possessions, and then he was a bit like, "Oh, this ain't an earring. I know his earring is though," and it's like, but yeah, it's all mad, fam.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but listen, what about another top waist man,
Oh, God.
Dre? Bro, this guy, I swear, he needed to die from season wherever that he got introduced because
He's the one he should have died.
do you know what I'm saying? Because do you know what? He kind of makes me laugh because it's one of those kind of bad guys that you think you're just funny, but like you're constantly getting in those situations where it's like you're actually a proper top waist man. Do you know what I mean? And you're violating everyone. Like when he killed, who did he kill? The big one.
Oh, the big like
B.I.G.
Yeah, that brother.
Yeah,
that one, yeah. The nice one.
Notorious. Yeah. I like. He was alright. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like you're a dickhead, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You're just a prick. And the way he like didn't hesitate to kill anyone. And obviously these times he's snitching left, right, and centre because he knows he's in trouble and that, and he's trying to be a big man where he can't be. He's then being a snitch for feds. He's under police protection. What happens? People come for him. There's a big shoot up and that.
Yeah.
Poor Donovan's on the floor. He just protected him. And he's like, yeah. You're right, Donovan. Yeah, you're right, Donovan. Yeah. Bang. And he's just like, you're a dick. And his baby saw as well. Can you imagine?
Blood on her face.
Yeah, she got blood on her face because obviously Donovan's like, bruv, Dre, we can protect you. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna protect my daughter. And then it's like, bang. When I saw the blood splat, I thought, bruv, if you lot were to have kids, I feel for them.
Innit?
Honestly.
We
The
do have
worst
kids,
parents.
and we are feeling for them.
No, if they had kids together. Imagine he was your dad and Tasha was your mom.
God forbid.
Yeah, but bruv, can you imagine, like, you saw your daughter's face and it had blood on it? Surely from that point, you'd look at yourself and think, I'm a terrible dad.
No, because he's doing it all for his daughter, bruv. So, you know.
He's looking at her like, you see what I'm doing for you? That's how he's looking at her.
I'm doing all of this for you, babes. Don't
And
worry.
It's just a joke because even when he's out and about, like, Dre, I feel like I underestimated Dre sometimes as well, though, because I did not think he would live through all that he's lived through. Like,
Yeah, but he's been lucky, though.
he's been very lucky. How can he outlive Kanan? Like, the police, he worked with them. He outlived the Jimenez. Like, I can't believe that he made it as far as he did. And the fact that he was still after Ghost, like, oh my God.
Yeah, because Ghost, in the end, said to him straight up, you can't be me, bruv. You will never beat me. You can't be me. You know what I mean? You need me. Like, just you know what I mean? Provoking him. And he was just like, it's just getting all, you know what I'm saying? And that's obviously when Tate, that dickhead, it was like, I'll give you 100K. He's like, you're an idiot. I'll do it for free, but save.
Because he was trying to run away with his half, I don't know what she was, British, Nigerian.
Oh my god, her accent was
I don't
terrible.
know what the accent was. But
She can't be British in real life. If she is, apologies, but she sounded terrible.
I don't know what that was, boy.
Yeah, no, that was that. Yeah, I don't know. That was a mixture of just confusion, pure and utter confusion. But he got what he deserved. I feel like because, and to be honest, my favorite person throughout the whole series done it.
Oh,
Mhm.
Man like,
I know who you're gonna say.
man like 2-Bit, fam.
We love
Listen,
to do this.
2-Bit is the realest. Honestly, he is the realest. And the way how him and was it Spanky?
Specs. Spanky? Yeah, Spanky.
No, it's Spanky.
Spanky. The way how them man were just like, yeah, bye Dre. And then they like obviously that's not a nice way to die, because obviously Dre died because they set his cell alight in prison.
Mhm.
Because when he obviously escaped or he was on the run, feds caught him, went back to prison. But when they set him alight in his cell, I was just like, do you know what? Shame. You deserve it, you prick. And I hope your daughter is in a nice house with some bad parents that ain't you.
Yeah. I just loved the fact that he knew who did it to him as well. Icing on
Yeah.
it. Like, that was just perfect. Because they've been trying to get him for a time.
Yeah, but Dre was a proper bitch, because there was sometimes he acted like one. He, you know what I mean? He would like beg for his life, or he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're mates, aren't we? We're mates," and like he just went about everything the most worst way. Like he was just a snake in every situation, and it's just like you're an idiot. You can't. I think he kind of thought he must have thought, "Well, I'm dead." Like he must have thought, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've gone through all this, I've done all this. Like I must be. Do I deserve this? Do you know what I'm saying?
He did.
Yeah, but Spanky, when Spanky died, though, that was quite funny.
I love that bit.
Nah, come on. Stitches get stitches, man.
In it. You can't. Why was he out in the street like that? He knew he was gonna die. Why was he walking like that? Daylight, like strolling.
Tommy was about to go, and then he saw him and was like, "You all right, mate?"
He was literally like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you doing?" It was so funny. And then he's like, "So where are you off to?"
Mate, to kill someone in broad day like that, though, flipping hell.
And the drive off to the sunset. We love to see it.
There's no remorse when it comes to Tommy, but we already said that already, innit? Like, he don't care. He'll kill you on sight.
He's a very impulsive man.
Exactly.
But I mean, obviously, Dre's not the only one that dies. So the main thing in season 6, we get halfway through, and then we find out that someone rolls up on none other than the king himself, Mr. St. Patrick Ghost. And they shoot him in the club. And then obviously we don't know, because there was a lot of conspiracies. Oh yeah, he died. He's not dead. He's alive. But we do end up finding out that someone has killed Ghost. Now, first things first, yeah? Let's just get the debate out of the way. Before knowing who it was, who did you guys think it was? And we'll start with Kumara.
Who did I think it was? I thought it was I kind of thought, okay, if it's Tariq, it's going to be too obvious. But it can potentially be Tariq because there's so much motive and so many drivers for him to kill him. But I actually thought it was going to be Tasha, because he's done Tasha so wrong throughout the whole series. So many accounts that he's just done her wrong. So I felt like she had enough motive to just be like, I'm done with this guy, and it's time for him to go.
Okay. Kine?
Yeah, I'm the same as Kamara. I thought it was either Tasha or Tariq. But I did lean more towards Tariq. But then the only reason why I was put off is because of the same thing. I was like, it's too obvious. Like, it can't be Tariq. Because all the suspects that they showed, Tariq had the most motive. I agree.
Okay. Ben?
Listen, man, I knew it was Tariq, man.
I lie? Fam,
I knew it was Tariq. Like, it couldn't be anyone else. It couldn't be. All of the other suspects, when they like made it all suspense and like, oh gosh, who could it be? bruv, none of them had real motive, and none of them would actually do it either.
Yeah.
And Tasha, she still loves him. No matter what he's done to her, she still loves him. I know for a fact if he turned around to her butt naked and was like, "Yo, I want you, babes. I'm sorry for everything. I love you. We're spending the rest of our life together." Oh, Jamie, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like 100%, like 100%.
I
So
don't know if I agree with that. I think she'd definitely sleep with him, but I don't think she'll settle and rebuild what they had and all that stuff. He's done.
but she would definitely give him a go. Like if he proved to her, like she would like, do you know what I mean? She would give him the opportunity to prove it. That's what I'm trying to say, innit? Like therefore that's why I was like, it's gotta be Tariq, because Tariq's the biggest idiot out of all of them. It wouldn't be Tate, it wouldn't be Sax, it wouldn't be Dre, it wouldn't be, because if Dre tried to kill him, Ghost would kill him first. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be Angela's sister, because she's probably deadest situation. Like, whoa, shut up.
Yeah, they made a big deal out of her. Nobody cared. Right?
Yeah, that was so irrelevant, bro.
Yeah, no one cared.
So irrelevant. But do you know what? I do feel like it could have been Tasha. Like I had a strong, because I thought, you know what, Ghost has done a lot to Tasha. So it's like, I understand if it's like that whole quarrel of the lovers thing where it's like, bro, I gave you my life, and then this is how you repay me. Ding dong, your bitch is dead. I'm still alive, and you still don't want me, so I'm gonna kill your ass. I thought it was that kind of vibe, but then because the Tariq thing was bait, innit? It's like, oh yeah, father kills son and then takes over father's, you know? It's like, it's a bait thing.
But that was that case though, don't it? That was the case.
But it didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, innit?
But I'll tell you what, what was really good about it was that Tommy ran in and saw it all, and straight away their friendship was just amended. Do you know what I mean? And it showed you that they loved each other like brothers. And Tommy saw Tariq. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He saw Tariq do it, bruv.
Should have shot him, bruv. Should have shot him.
I feel like he was gonna though. Obviously that's when Ghost was like, no.
Ghost was like, leave him.
He pulled out the gun, yeah, because he saw it when he pulled out the gun. That tells me Tommy was willing.
Yeah.
Tommy was very willing. But Ghost, with his last breath, no, save him.
But when Tasha went to prison, though, that was just funny.
It was beautiful. The whole thing was beautiful because Tasha really tried to set someone else up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy she was beating. Oh my
The
days.
guy was smart. Like, I'm so proud of him, even though I thought he was dodgy from the beginning. Yeah, but the way that when he was getting arrested, Tasha's such a witch, planting the gun in there, sleeping at his house, and then the police raid it, and he's like, Tasha, you're gonna let them take me? Tasha, you're gonna let them take me? These times he knew that he already had an alibi. Like, he was parked up where there's cameras, went to a shop to get a receipt just to prove he was there at that time. I'm so glad she got what was coming to her. Her and her son, Karma, is just
because like her acting skills, I'm sorry, was shit. Like when he got arrested and she's standing there naked with a duvet over her. Do you know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, you're an idiot, man. Like, them times, I'll be like, you know what, feds, arrest me because I'm about to domestic abuse this woman right now, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give her one slap in the face, bro.
Yeah, no, she was moving mad because she literally looked at him like, I don't know this man. You know, I'm sorry for this man. Do you know what? I'm sorry for this. But for me, I loved it because it was kind of like a reckoning. Because when you saw her in the orange jumpsuit with the prison braids, it was like, yeah, do you know what? He is like, yeah, because bro, it was like a set it off to you, did it? Like where I thought you deserve this. You honestly deserve this because you're just a bad parent, and I'm never gonna let that go. She's a bad parent, and then yeah, like all the whole thing of her wanting to be in the streets and wanting Ghost to be number one. There's only two ways. Well, they say there's only two ways to leave it: by a coffin or in jail.
Yep.
So, you know, Ghost wanted to level up, but she clearly didn't want to have it. So that's the lifestyle that she wanted, bro. But just before we wrap up, I wanted to mention, I feel sorry for not only Tasha, but do you guys remember Tommy versus all the Italians? Because prick Tariq told Italians. So Tariq gave, obviously, the Italians to drop on Tommy when he's heading out to Truth. And then all of them try to ride out and kill Tommy. But Tommy kills all of them one by one.
How realistic was that?
It's like
'cause I'm
Kanan versus the police again, isn't it? Do you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
innit? But Kenan didn't survive. How did Tommy survive?
I don't even know. And the Italians were meant to be this big bad group that were so undefeated, and then
I don't think so. I thought they were dead, to be honest.
yeah,
Bro.
they
Like,
were.
they never did anything decent. Let's be honest.
They couldn't even pull off like what they wanted to do with Tariq
Mm.
when they
Yeah, the
wanted to
kidnap.
get the money. Yeah, the fake kidnapping, which was real kidnapping, actually. Like,
Yeah.
so it was ridiculous. But yeah, that's power for you. Death, 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 and death.
True. Well, no, there is always one bright light at the end of the tunnel, and that had to be Proctor's daughter. You know,
Mm.
I feel like she might avenge, her father's death.
Now that would be sick.
That wouldn't it?
That would be sick. Where she gets super smart, and because her Italian side of the family, like them gangsters, were sick. And if she gets involved in that, but also the political side of things, and she just come for Tariq, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Little ghost.
Sorry, what about Tommy?
It's Tommy.
She made
No, she's
made
cool with
amends.
Tommy, bro.
Yeah,
She said, "You killed my dad, but you're all right. Don't
they
worry
made
about it."
amends. It's Tariq that was lying to her and her aunt in their face.
Yeah, it was for Tariq that the reason why they died.
True, true.
Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It was Tariq who set it all up.
Oh my god, what if Cash grows up and tries to get revenge for his mum? He comes for Tariq
Oh my
in
gosh.
prison. That would be
With his dad, Jesse Williams.
Is that Jesse? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay,
That
Ken.
would be good.
Cash versus Tariq,
Mhm.
and then that unknown child of Ghost and Tasha rises up to be like the number one drug dealer, and then Proctor's daughter is like the new Angie and prosecutes them all.
That
It will
would
be power reloaded, bro, isn't it?
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Well, just to wrap up, obviously we've spoken about every single 1 to 6 season of Power. Did you guys enjoy it? And are you looking forward to the new books in Power? We'll start with Nick.
I was enjoying it. I think I got a bit lost in like season 5, maybe. And then it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I gotta keep watching this because I've come this far. But I was actually pretty satisfied with the ending. So I'm looking forward to Power Book. I can't wait to see Tasha with them prison braids and to see what is to come next, because we got some good cameos in the first Power Book too. Got some Mary J, some Method Man. I think Tate's there as well. Like, I'm looking forward to it. So we gonna see.
Okay. Ben?
Did I enjoy Power? I mean, it's very chaotic, wasn't it? Very dramatic.
Well, it is a show.
About getting
I know, but it was just like constant. Oh my god! Oh my days! Oh no! Oh, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just. I think Power, yeah, it was very entertaining. But I mean, the show annoyed me, as you guys probably have realized now, that everyone I thought was an idiot. So, it did irritate me a lot. Will I watch the next season or the next spin-off? Probably give it a go. But I mean, if Tariq don't die in episode 1, then I don't know.
Now, do you know what? I think the producers realize that Tariq has to die for the culture. Now, I don't know if they'll do it straight away, but he's
It's
definitely gonna die. He gonna die.
boy.
So, but yeah, over to you, Kamara.
I enjoyed Power. I liked all the characters. I liked the character development of all the characters, and I feel like it was a good ending. To be honest with you, I was so happy when Angela Valdez died, but at the same time, it didn't satisfy me. But then seeing Ghost die, it was like, okay, this is a good round off to finish off Power. There's no loose ends. All the relevant people, got dealt with in any type of way. Now, will I watch Power Book Part 2? Of course. I want to see what shenanigans Tariq's going to be doing. I'm seeing my girl Mary J. Blige. I'm hoping she's going to do a little jiggle, a little jump, a little dance. I want to see that. Method Man is such a good actor, so I'm
Yeah.
just looking forward to seeing what they're going to bring, what kind of energy they're going to bring, all that kind of stuff.
Fair. Well, I mean, I think I'm with Ben on this. I am going to watch simply for the reason of the death of Tariq. Like, that is what I'm keen for. That is what I'm willing to see. Obviously, I want to see how Tommy works out. Hopefully he finds a lover that he doesn't end up killing, or a lover that doesn't die, you know, or hopefully he links up with Cash and he fosters him or something like that. I'm excited to see what happens, but as long as Tariq dies, then I'll feel content. Until that moment, I feel empty inside. All right, I just want everyone
Bruv,
to.
there will be parades, there will be festivals in the streets.
Isn't
Do you
it,
know what I'm
bro?
saying? Ding dong, Tariq is dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fam.
I'm telling you. But that's all we've got time for. Thank you very, very, very much for listening. It's been a long road with Power, but let us know what you think and let us know if you're going to tune in to the Power Box.
Bye.
Peace out.
Doo-doo. No, I'm joking.
A-Town.
Down or up, though?
Feel free to join in the conversation on social media at the Binge Pod UK.